Los Gatos.
It's Esther.
And Elena.
And we're broadcasting from home for your monthly Wildcast.
It's been over a month now since in-person school was first canceled due to Santa Clara County's shelter-in-place, and classes at LG have officially moved into Phase 2 distance learning, which involves 60-minute periods starting at 9:30 a.m. and no classes on Wednesdays. Don't forget to check Canvas regularly for announcements from your teachers.
Superintendent Michael Grove announced on April 24th that the Los Gatos-Saratoga Union School District will be adjusting its grading policy to allow students to opt into a pass-fail system or maintain letter grades. The district will make an announcement within the next week about when and how students should submit their choices.
We may not have been able to cheer on our LG seniors in person at the Senior Talent Show this year, but you can still get blown away by their incredible talent by watching the virtual Senior Talent Show online at lghsactivities.org.
Regarding local ways to safely buy food during this pandemic, reserved hours for seniors and at-risk community members run from 6 to 9 a.m. at the Safeway on North Santa Cruz Avenue and from 8 to 9 a.m. at the Whole Foods on Los Gatos Boulevard. Flights Los Gatos is also hosting a no-touch drive-thru in its parking lot where you can buy groceries and delicious meals.
This year, TED chose all 5 talks from TEDx LGHS to publish on its official website. Congratulations to Kay Mount, Stephanie Rothstein, Emmy Morley, Darren Gold, and Farah Yasmin Sheikh for their published talks.
Applications for peer-to-peer groups are open until April 30th. You can find the applications for Reality Check, Pause, Up, and Link Crew in the daily announcements on lghs.net. Email Mariana Cazella if you have any questions.
Now to Nick and Senji for sports.
Thanks, Esther and Elena. The varsity baseball team had a promising season ahead of them, starting off the year with an overall record of 5-2 before spring sports were canceled. The De Anza League for baseball is known to be a rather competitive one, with the top 4 teams all having 5 wins. The Wildcats played their final game on March 10th, where they decimated Leland 13-4. The boys' varsity volleyball team had what it took to make history this season. The Wildcats soared through the beginning of their season, winning each of their 9 games with ease and securing the first place spot in their league. They took down the defending NorCal State champs, Monte Vista, in just 3 sets. They also took a first-place win at the Watsonville tournament on February 29th. All of their accomplishments in just a few weeks of play turned heads around the country, as Los Gatos was ranked 13th in the nation. The Wildcats played their final match on March 11th, where they got a sweet 3-0 revenge on Branham, who knocked the Wildcats out of CCS last season. The boys' varsity lacrosse team also had a season of potential greatness ruined by the virus. The Wildcats started their season at 2-1, but unfortunately they were never able to play a league game. Los Gatos arguably had one of the most talented lineups in the area and would have likely run their league. The boys played their final game against Carmel on March 4th, where they took an impressive 13-4 victory.
The girls' varsity lacrosse team was successfully setting the tone and standard for their league before the shutdown began. On the 27th of February, they beat Willow Glen by a score of 17-6. Unfortunately, on the 11th of March, they lost to Sacred Heart by a score of 5-11.
The swimming program at Los Gatos also set the tone for how their season was going to go. Both the boys and girls varsity teams made the CCS cut with their 200-yard medley relays and their 400-yard freestyle relays. The girls also made the cut with their 200-yard freestyle as well. The Wildcats unfortunately only got to compete in one league meet this season, where they fell short to Palo Alto.
The LGHS Wildcats tennis team was on the right track before the shutdown began. In their matches against Homestead, they won by a score of 5-2. Are you worried that you're going to gain the quarantine 15? Have you already gained the quarantine 15? Have you gained more than the quarantine 15? Well, fear not, for there are many exercises that you can do at home to help you burn off that unwanted weight. For one, you can do the plank. Not only does this exercise strengthen your arm and core, but it may also help in relieving stress. Another thing you can do is jump rope. As a mature teen, you may feel as though your elated days of jump roping is behind you during your embarrassing elementary school years. But jump roping has many hidden perks for any age. For example, jump roping increases a person's coordination. In addition, jump roping burns major calories. Jumping for just 10 minutes burns as many calories as an 8-minute mile. Finally, you can also do crunches. Other than building up strength in your core, crunches also improve a person's posture when done regularly. Overall, we could all use a little bit of encouragement to exercise. And even though it may not be fun, just think of all the possibilities a quarantine glow-up will present when school goes back into session. Are we done? Time for ice cream.
Thanks, Nick and Senji. Now to Ms. Grasty for our faculty forecast.
It's a sunny day and a sunny week. But sadly, without students, Los Gatos High School is feeling really bleak. The classrooms are empty and bare. Not a single student or teacher can be found anywhere. Right now, we are spending several hours a day studying and working online, when all we want to do is be together again in the sunshine. The loss of several Wildcat traditions is hitting all of us hard, especially because the farthest most of us are getting out right now is our own backyard. It's pretty challenging because we're missing the rhythm of school we were used to. In the meantime, please stay safe. We got this, LG. We sure do miss you.
Thanks, Miss Grasty. Now to Austin for a brief quarantine segment.
Hi, I'm Austin, and this is my mom.
Hi.
And today we are going to be making
Tteokbokki.
Alright, now let's take a look at the ingredients.
We got some sugar, sesame oil, rice cake in cold water to defrost it, cut up spam, fish cake, and some gochujang. Now let's get started. Alright, we're gonna drain the rice cake. Make sure to take out all the water. Now, in the pan, we're gonna put a little bit of sesame oil. And this is really key to making it really yummy. We're gonna quickly stir it. Just enough that it browns just a little bit. So while we get this going, we're gonna have another pot with some water in it. All right, now it's ready. As long as you see the color turning a little bit, you can take it off the heat now. Okay, let's take some gochujang. This is about 2 cups. And while you're stirring, add a little bit of sugar. And as it's boiling, put the rice cake in. And let's put some spam. Just gonna let this boil for a little bit. All right, you guys, you see it boiling? Now let's start cooking up some pot stickers. It's a great addition to this dish. All right, now it's time to add the rice cake. And as an option, you can always put in some Korean ramen, and the dish would be called tteokbokki. Alright, pot stickers is done. Look at that, nice and golden brown. And our tteokbokki is ready. The ramen is al dente and everything is cooked up. Bon appetit!
Say bye to the camera.
Bye!
Thanks for watching this month's Wildcast. Since we don't have a physical newspaper coming out this month, you can catch all of Elgato's latest articles on elgatonews.com. Find recommendations for movies and books to pass time during quarantine, and read up on how the coronavirus has impacted our LG community.
That's all for now, Los Gatos. Stay healthy, stay happy, and please, for the love of all that is good, stay inside.